Hey Aquarius, welcome or welcome back to Stars Aligned Oracle YouTube channel. Cat Star here with your general energies reading for the week of June 28th through July 4th. Happy 4th of July for those of you that celebrate it. We have wedding anniversaries on the 4th of July, so for us it is a very, very busy day. For those of you that are liking and sharing the videos, thank you so much. It does help others who might not be able to see these messages otherwise be able to see them. And for all of my new and returning subscribers, thank you so much for your support. It is so appreciated. I love sharing energies with you. And as a general reminder, these readings are general in nature, so please do take what is for you and leave what isn't. All right, let's go ahead and get into the general energies for the time I have specified for Aquarius. What does Aquarius need to know? What do we need to see? What is the overall energies for this week? What are the overall energies for this week for Aquarius? And we got the moon. We got, oh, can you see that in there? We got the moon. So the moon is kind of an energy of confusion. So some of you might be feeling a little bit confused, right? And we might be feeling a little, or some of you might be feeling a little bit confused. Now, the answers tend to be right in front of us. It's like when we're looking for something and we just can't put our finger on where we placed it, and we look everywhere, and then we kind of give it a break for a minute, and then it shows up right in front of us. This is kind of the energy that is coming through. It's being indicated that there's a little bit of confusion, but the answers are right there. The answers are right in front of you. Maybe just take a step back and let kind of refocus, take a breath, and let the answers come to you as far as whatever the situation is that you might be encountering this week, Aquarius. So let's go ahead and get some more information. What else does Aquarius need to know? What else does Aquarius need to know? What else do we need to see regarding Aquarius for the week of June 28th through July 4th? What else does Aquarius need to know? We've got be bold and make the first move. Be bold and make the first move. We also have the energy is gaining momentum. So the first one is a cardinal moon. This one is a waxing moon. Look at the energy playing out in the kind of colors of these two cards here, right? So that's the moon card is a very, very bold kind of coloring. We've got both sides, the light and the dark, bringing it together, right? The confusion with the moon in the center. And then we also have these colorings, which are very soft, very kind of pastel-y pinks and purples with a little hint of the darkness as well. And then we also have your hard work is paying off, and that is new moon in Capricorn. So your hard work is paying off. So there may be a little bit of confusion this week. Know that the answers are right in front of you. Be bold. Take the first move. Take action, Aquarius. This isn't a time. Yes, there is some confusion. And yet when we sit in our mind, when we sit in our thoughts, when we keep building thoughts, right, that may not be super beneficial for us, within that confusion, we can build new stories, new kind of struggles that aren't really there. So you are being asked, it is being indicated, to be bold and make the first move, make a move, right? The energy is gaining momentum, and that is coming through. That is being indicated that the answers, they're coming through. That confusion will not last, right? The answers are right in front of you. And if we just slow down, take a breather, maybe step back for a minute, we'll realize that that energy is gaining momentum and those answers are coming in and your hard work is paying off. Your hard work is paying off. So whatever it is that you are putting attention to, focusing towards, whether it is positive or negative, it's coming to fruition. It is paying off in potentially a positive way or a negative way. So take a look at that and see if you are sitting in your mind, Aquarius, with the confusion and kind of going on a rat race of sorts or in circles regarding things or adding things with that confusion that is not beneficial. You're being asked to, or it's being indicated that that needs to stop, because that hard work, whether it is holding in and staying with that confusion and actually creating more chaos out of it, is paying off. It's coming to fruition. And whether it's on the flip side, on the light side, right? That's the dark side, the light side, right? Because we have both. They're both being indicated in the confusion card. They're actually both being indicated in all of these cards as well, because we have these beautiful light colors, right? And this one is a little bit of a darker card, but there's still that light. But then we have that darkness, the duality, the polarity, both are there, and you get to choose which one to feed, the light side or the dark side. All right, let's get a little bit more information. What else does Aquarius need to know regarding the general energies for the time frame I've specified? What else do they need to see? All right, let's get one more card there. So the first one that comes out is your assumptions are always bearing fruit. Your assumptions are always bearing fruit. Perfect. I love this for you. It's beautiful. And you're kind of are being called out here, Aquarius. If you are assuming in that confusion all the bad, assuming the worst. I heard somebody say that the other day, the worst case scenario. And if we assume the worst case scenario, this is what it'll be. And I was like, why would you assume the worst? Why not assume the best? Right? Because no matter where you are, it is bearing fruit. So always assume positive for yourself and your outcome, because that is what is going to come to pass. That is what is going to bear fruit. Same with the confusion, right? It's time for brutal honesty. So if you are confused because you are not being honest with yourself or with others, and it is causing that confusion, it is time for you to be brutally honest with yourself, Aquarius. It is time for you to step up and be brutally honest, because the energy is gaining momentum, right? It is. And so if it is not positive energy, then it is negative or dark energy, unfortunately, and we don't like that. We have shadow energy, we have light energy, we have dark energy within us. But if it is bringing something bearing fruit, which is not which you are wishing to create, and you're in confusion, or it's creating confusion, it's time for brutal honesty, because Aquarius, it is time to shine. It is time to shine. It is your time to shine. It's always your time to shine. You are a star. Shine brightly, Aquarius. Allow yourself to know that your hard work, your hard positive work, your hard blood, sweat, and tears that you are pouring into the focus, what have you, is going to be rewarded. And it, spirit, divine, doesn't, in your subconscious mind, they don't care. Your subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between fact and fantasy, positive or negative. So if it is a negative thing that you are kind of sitting in your wounds, or kind of rehearsing or replaying over and over, or it's confusion and you're adding to that confusion, it is time to shine. It is time to bring yourself back over to the light side, to change your assumptions if they are not bearing the fruit that you would like to see showing up in your physical reality. It is time, Aquarius, for you to shine, for you to step into the light and to know that the answers are there, and to allow those answers to shine on through. And it is time for you to allow yourself to shine brightly like the star that you are. All right, what else does Aquarius need to know? Now, do remember to stick around for all the way through to the end of the reading, as we will be getting our affirmation for the week, our lesson for the week, and the where we can be most beneficial in focusing our energy for, or focus even, for the week. All right, what else does Aquarius need to know? The chess queen, trust and strategizing. Trust and strategizing. So we do want to make sure that we are trusting, that we are holding faith, that the answers are here, that we are holding faith and making bold moves, that we are making the first move and being bold, that we trust that the energy is gaining momentum in a positive light for us, and we hold our assumptions positively for ourselves, Aquarius, and that we are strategizing and making sure that our thoughts and our internal and external dialogue are actually in alignment, in flow, in unison with what it is and the clarity that we are actually looking to call in. And then we got the map maker of destiny, authentic purpose, inspiration, free will. So you are the map maker of your destiny, Aquarius, and that is what this whole reading is indicating. You get to choose, you get to decide, you get to step forward, and you get to take moves, you get to trust, and you get to know, and you get to shine, because you are, or you can follow your inspiration. You do have an authentic purpose, right? And you have free will. The choice is yours. You can stay in your circumstance or you can change your circumstance. That is up to you. You create the map of your own destiny. You are the map maker, Aquarius. So choose wisely. All right. And the last is the prison wave. Self-sabotage and poverty consciousness. Exactly. Exactly. Spirit is indicating that that is what is being brought to light right here in this whole general energies reading. If you are staying in poverty consciousness, in this place of confusion, without realizing that the answers are right in front of you, or allowing space, taking a breath to know, understand, see that the answers are right in front of you, and to allow those answers to fully come in. If you are staying in confusion, if you are choosing the dark side, or negativity is more so what is the word that is coming through or being indicated, then it is time for you to step out of that, to be brutally honest with yourself and others, and to really, really focus on or think about the fact that your assumptions, your thoughts, your internal, external dialogues are bearing fruit. And is that the fruit that you want to come to pass in your physical reality? Are you wanting all of that? Are you sabotaging yourself and keeping yourself in that space, in that prison, in that cage, in that box, because you think it's helping or benefiting you? Or do you have a secondary gain going on from that? Because most of us say we want better, we want different things, and yet we aren't really clear on what it is that we truly do want, and we're not totally really honest with ourselves and others. We're not allowing ourselves to shine. We're not allowing ourselves to step up and take bold moves, right? Or take the first move, and we're keeping ourselves stuck without realizing it. And then, unfortunately, not to call you out here, Aquarius, but kind of we place the blame and we want to point fingers at other people. And the thing is that finger really shouldn't be pointed out. We should just be actually focusing, and this is no judgment, but actually focusing within and seeing where we might be bringing this about ourself. Wow, Aquarius. All right, well, let's get into our affirmation. What is our affirmation for this week? What is our affirmation for this week? Now, the overall energy is confusion, and yet there is that light. The answers are right in front of you. Again, like we talked about, or I talked about in the beginning, it's kind of this whole idea of whatever it is that you're looking for. Sometimes surrender. There you go, surrender. It sometimes is right in front of you, but because we are so overwhelmed, or we are searching so hard, sometimes we overlook it and we don't even see what it is that we are looking for is right in front of us. All right, so with that confusion, know that the answers are there and that they are in front of you. Let yourself step back, take a break, all right, and come back to it, or it'll come to you. And our affirmation for the week is surrender. The affirmation itself is, I can release my need to control. I can release my need to control. So this goes right into the confusion, the overall energy, and that is take a breath, step back, and let it come to you. The, the overall energy, your assumptions are always bearing fruit. Brutal honesty, it's time to shine. You can release that control and let it come to you. We don't need to stay in poverty consciousness. We can release that. We can be bold. We can make the first moves, or you can, Aquarius. That energy is gaining momentum, whether it's on the light side or the dark side, positive, negative, what have you, your thoughts, your internal and external dialogues, right? Because all of that creates our actions, and your hard work is paying off, bearing fruit, right? Whether it's what you do want or what you don't want. When you get really clear on what you don't want and know what you don't want, then you can get really clear on what you do want and focus in on that and release that self-sabotage. Trust, you can be strategizing by understanding, knowing what it is that you want and your authentic purpose. That inspiration will or does come in if it hasn't already, as this won't resonate for everybody, and that's okay. But we do have free will. We can make the choice to choose what we are thinking, to kind of redirect the thinking paths. We can choose our words, our internal, external dialogues to ourselves and to others. And we have that free will to make different choices and take different actions. So again, your affirmation for the week is all around surrendering. Step back, take a breath. It is, I can release control. I can release my need to control, and we all can. We all have that power to do that. We are so powerful, and you are so powerful, Aquarius. You can release control and your need to control. All right, what is our lesson for the week? Our lesson for the week is spending the day with God. Now, you can change the word God. For some people, I know that doesn't really resonate. To divine, to higher self, to spirit. Spend the day with whoever resonates with you, including yourself. And it says, it is a day for you to spend with God, a day of prayer, a day of silence. Imagine that your entire world is a sacred chapel or a sacred space, right? Every inch of your life is filled with grace and the presence of the divine. Your goal, if you should choose to accept it, is to visualize yourself in the company of heaven every minute of the day. Now, you can also visualize yourself in the company of clarity, in the company of abundance, in the company of love, in the company of joy every minute of the day. And you can change that word to whatever suits your particular situation or what it is that you are manifesting. So again, your goal is to visualize yourself in the company of, and this word is heaven. Again, interchange that as you need, every minute of the day. And I'll hold this. Let's do the other side first. So that is spend the day with God. You can change that to a word that resonates with you if the word God does not resonate with you. And we'll try to hold this close here. So if you would like to take a screenshot, you can. All right. Beautiful, beautiful energy coming through here. A little bit of tough love, Aquarius, a little bit of tough love. And yet tough love keeps us growing, keeps us moving, and keeps us learning. All right. Let's see where our energy, the focus of our energy will be most beneficial for us for this week moving forward. And we got two. How funny is that? Our focus of our energy is on our energy. The focus of our energy is on our own energy. That is so beautiful and just so wonderful as far as the reading, as it is our energy and kind of where we are placing our thoughts, our vibration, right? Our attention, our focus, that actually kind of dictates how we not only see ourselves in the world around us, but also how we show up. And when we really work on increasing our energy and noticing our thoughts and changing those, or changing them so that they are more beneficial, shifting them so they're more beneficial, more supportive of us. And when we are really raising our energy to kind of meet where it is that we are choosing, where our free will, where we are choosing to go, it really, really does support us, and it helps to bring in clarity. And ask is the other one, as we got to. Ask if you need support, if you need help. Ask for it. It is a sign of strength to ask for help, whether it is asking somebody in your tribe, in your family, in your support system, or in the spiritual realm, the divine spirit, your ancestors, your guides. Ask for help, ask for support when you, or if you're feeling this week that clarity or being brutally honest with you is feeling a little difficult for you. All right, Aquarius, I do intend this reading resonated with you and for you. If it did, again, please do hit that like button and share this video as it helps others to be able to see this message who might not otherwise. And go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time I upload a new reading, which is every single week. I do wish you hope, joy, and love on all of your current and future endeavors. I'll see you in the next reading.